Cheers, everyone, and welcome to Three Corky Dudes. Hey, today's podcast, I'm your host this week, and I am here with my wine friends, Ben and Jeff. And we're here to sip, socialize, and share with you. All right, guys. So let's go around the horn and see how we did this week. Everybody doing good? Say hello to all our friends out there.
Bonjour, buddy. Bonjour.
We're not doing French wine tonight.
Bonjour, bonjour. That's great. All right, so for all our new sippers, what we do is we pick a varietal each month, and then we kind of go around and we pick it from different places. Ben's going to pick it from the Midwest, somewhere in the Midwest, Iowa, and Jeff will pick it from the West Coast. It could be mostly California, I'm assuming, maybe Oregon, Washington, out that way, but mostly California. And I'm going to do the East Coast and mostly New Jersey. All right, so that's just how that goes. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what we're drinking. We could even compare how it's different. So maybe today it's Pinot Noir this month, right? So my Pinot Noir is probably going to taste a little bit different than Jeff's Pinot Noir. And Ben's Pinot Noir is probably going to taste a little different than both of ours. So we can talk about that. We'll talk about where we got it, how much it cost a bottle, and then we're going to rate it with our corking system, which we will talk about in a little bit. All right. So without any ado, let's go around the horn and let's just see how everybody was this past week, how things went. So we'll start with you, Jeff. How was your week?
My week, I don't know when this will post, but this is the week of the time change, and it is killing me. Though I'm so happy we have more time to drink wine, I say, because you get more patio time or sunshine, outdoor time, at least in the West Coast you do. Sorry, suckers. Listen, what was the weather today? Let's do weather chat and bore our audience.
What's your weather first? We're talking about you right now.
I have rainy, but it was like 70 the other day. It's supposed to get into 80s this weekend.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's nice. 80s, my God. How about you, Ben? What'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, right now it's like 70 degrees here, which is super unseasonably warm in Iowa. But this past week, I started as board president for the local Kiwanis Club.
Ooh,
so that's kind of been a little bit of undertaking, an adjustment period. So it's been a fun little challenge. Other than that, I just had a little relaxing weekend. It'll be my daughter's 4th birthday coming up here, so we got that all planned out. So that's kind of what I'm up to.
Does the president come with free wine?
Yes, I wish. I was trying to get I've got to sign a bunch of stuff, and I said it's going to cost like $1 a signature, and I figured I'd just put that in a wine fund.
Oh, when I see her on Instagram and stuff, she seems so much bigger than 4 years old, right? So
she's a little mature for her age.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Well. Or it's all the wine that Ben feeds her.
Yes, I think so. I think so, and all that Iowa corn and stuff. So,
what's up with you, Steve?
Oh, well, this week was crazy. Time change is killing me right now. School is school. Things are going good. I've been really busy trying to get the blog done and things like that. But the weirdest thing happened to me today. I got to share this with you guys. So I'm driving home. And as I'm driving home, there's the cemetery on the left-hand side of the road. And I pass it every day. It's not a big deal. And on my car, it'll tell you I have a little green car on it, a little green if a car is there in front of you, and then it turns yellow if it's too close. And then it'll have a little people icon, and it's usually just like an orange people icon. So get this, I'm driving by the cemetery. I'm like, holy crap, right? I'm going by the cemetery and I see a people icon. So I'm looking around. I don't see anybody. I mean, it was crazy. It was the weirdest thing. So that was like probably the highlight of my day so far because that was like freaking me out. Then I just got back from doing.
Do you have wine in the car?
Do I have wine in my car? I do, just not in the front seat. In the back seat.
Maybe the spirits were just thirsty.
The spirits were thirsty for spirits. It's food for the soul, guys. So, Yeah, so that was it, and I just got back. We just raced back. We did another cool wine class on Italian wines at Total Wines. They give some really nice little classes, so it's a lot of fun. Me and my fiance, we go, we have a great time there. So, I think we should do. We do something every week, folks, or every 2 weeks when we do our podcast. And that is, we do wine facts. And we are going to talk about wine facts in just a second. It is time for fun wine facts.
We got some more fun facts. If you missed last week's, or I should say last episode's fun facts, just listen to last episode. So 5 more fun facts for you guys. Pinot Noir is one of the most expensive grapes to grow due to its difficulty in the vineyard. I think last week we talked about such a thin skin, Fact 2, its bright acidity and soft tannins make it incredibly versatile with food, pairing it well with salmon. Yes, fish, duck, mushrooms, and even mild cheeses like brie. Remember, fish goes with red wine. So please, you don't just need fish and white wine. Okay?
I got a question. Would you be able to pair a medium or more fuller bodied wine
I would
with
go, since Pinot Noir, we're doing light wine.
yeah.
Is a light fish, pink fish, but meaty wine, meaty fish like a swordfish. Let's try go up there and level like a Cab Franc and maybe try a Cabernet. Look, wine tasting is all about experimenting. So just drink what you like, and it doesn't have to be perfectly paired. I say.
Okay, that's great advice.
All right. Fact 3. Did you all see the movie Sideways?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ben? The Sideways Effect came out in 2004. The movie came out and boosted Pinot Noir and crushed Merlot, which personally I love Merlot. Maybe we should do a Merlot one of these days because Merlot is great, and especially in Bordeaux wines. Can travel to France and test some Bordeaux's. Ready? Fact 4. Anyone listen to rap music here?
Not really. I'm not a big rapper.
Jay-Z loves Pinot Noir. Rapper Jay-Z has name-dropped Pinot Noir in his music.
Okay.
All right. Now, my notes there. We said that Pinot Noir is one of the most expensive grapes. So, French Burgundy, one of the most expensive wines. How much do you think a bottle, not like 1945, this is like, okay, let's say 2023 vintage of a Burgundy can go for? There's this famous Burgundy, the best out there is called Domaine de la Romaine Conti. Sorry, I'm going to do Duolingo French lessons for this podcast. After this podcast. So I apologize to any French people listening. I butchered your language. So how much?
$2.
$2?
How much?
200.
$200. Now I'm going to up you. I'm going to say $1,000.
Where are you going to? I want to go to your wine stores. There's much more expensive wine out there than $200.
Well, he is in Iowa.
True.
Boone's Farm, $5.
After the tariffs. Why not?
I'm going to say I'm going to go with $1,000. $1,000 bottle.
$1,000. By the way, a bottle of Screaming Eagle from California is about $4,000.
Wait a minute. Did you go back? Did you say $20,000?
$20,000 for like 2023.
Holy crap!
I know. That's why you guys are gonna pitch it and get me a bottle, right?
That's right.
Sorry, son. Can't help you with your house. Like,
Oh,
what is bottled wine? You
crazy.
can sleep on the cork.
That's really good. So good. All right, and those were my fun facts of Pinot Noir.
Very, very cool. Now let's get into our Pinot Noirs, right? Let's get into some of our wines and how we do this, folks. We rate our wines on a level of 1 to 5 corks. That's right. We said corks, so that's how we do it. That's why we're Corky Dudes. So a 1 is pretty much like it wasn't good at all and we don't want it and we're never going to get it again. A 2 is kind of like, I could definitely leave it. A 3 is like, hey, it's a men's amends. You know what I mean? It's a men's amends. You could go either way with it. You could take it, you can leave it. It's not that bad. You might bring it somewhere with you, might buy it again. A 4 is something that you liked a lot and you'll probably have it on your table more often than not. And a 5 is, whoa, forget about it, right? A 5 is like the best there is. So That's how we rate our wines. And we're going to go around and we're going to start with, I guess we'll start with Ben, right? Ben, let's start with you. And if you could talk about, talk about where you bought it, what it is, where it's from, and so forth.
I'm going to throw you guys a couple curveballs today. I'm going to throw you two curveballs because I got two bottles of wine. One's an actual traditional bottle of Pinot Noir, and another one is actually a Marquette grape, similar kind of to Pinot Noir. It was actually engineered at the University of Minnesota, kind of off of Pinot Noir, kind of grows a little better in Iowa. We mentioned before that Pinot Noir doesn't necessarily grow very well here in the Midwest. But this wine, I'm going to give it a 4 corks. Great body to it.
See, more sorry, I didn't get I've never seen a Marquette. I didn't really get it on screen. Nice.
Now, is this a French-American hybrid?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've got the other bottle I have is Elemental wine. It's from California. It's a Pinot Noir. The nice thing about it is it's aluminum, so you can take it like almost anywhere you can go. It's 75% lighter than an actual bottle of wine. So I'm actually drinking 2 little cups for you guys here. So
I'll start drinking out of a box, okay?
hey, that's a slap in the bag, man.
That's crazy. Wow. So that, first off, the aluminum bottle threw me because I'm just so used to, remember when they put the beer and the aluminum and right?
Yeah.
I mean, the cans, but they had like the aluminum bottles. That's what I'm thinking about when I think of that.
That's $7.50? That's
Yeah.
nice.
And what are you going to rate that one?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say it's a 3 corker, but because of its versatility and you can take it anywhere, like the take it anywhere kind of gives it a 4 cork, but it's definitely a 3 corker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like drinkability wise is a 3 cork.
What's the vintage?
Interesting.
2022.
I wonder if they played around with how well their wine ages in glass versus aluminum. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I mean, they put stuff in steel tanks, right? The tanks are aluminum,
Yeah. So.
Okay, interesting. That's really interesting. So cool. All right, so let's go to you, Jeff.
Well, I have one bottle, and this is a Santa Rita Hills, which is an AVA of Santa Barbara, Pinot Noir, and I chose this because it was free, because I sampled. Yeah, I know, it was nice. I sampled it to my wine class. Yesterday, we talked about Santa Barbara and AVAs, and they're very well known, especially the Santa Rita Hills, for their cool climates and their Pinot Noir. And this is actually the second day it's been open. And let me tell you, 4 corks. It is delicious, and it's even better today. And talk about, it's a light wine, but ooh. What happens when you bring 2 wines to the podcast?
So
mistake.
You get the berry, you get the berries, you get all of that flavor, and it's just silky smooth.
Wow.
We did a little fun battle against Pinots yesterday, and we did it. Have you guys heard of Coppola wines?
Yes, I love Coppola, by the way.
These wines are decent. Now he has a Santa Barbara Pinot Noir, but that was just a giant fruit bomb.
Okay.
People like that, but this wine won because it's just a lot more elegant. I'm not a giant fruit bomb, and just smooth. So watch me drink it, and I say give it 4 corks.
I like it. That's the first time you've given a wine so far on our podcast 4 corks.
Delicious. Oh.
Wow. Okay. There you go.
Guys, less than $30 at Total Wine.
Fantastic.
At least in California.
Okay. So I guess it's my turn. And I did have time this time to grab something from Jersey. This is from the Tomasello Winery. The label is Paul Morris. And that's a Pinot Noir 2023, right? Yeah, 2023 Pinot Noir Reserve. And this actually, cool thing about Tomasello wineries, they have one winery down in Hamilton, New Jersey, that's South Jersey, but they have little wine tasting rooms all over the state.
Wow.
So yeah, this one was like 10 minutes from my house. I was able to get there, grab this wine. And you know, I'm really enjoying it. It's got beautiful, 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 beautiful cherry and violets and oak notes. And there's even some chocolate notes, like a spicy chocolate, right? I'm getting. And it's got a nice, smooth finish. You know, and this has been aged in oak for 12 months, I believe, 12 or 18 months, one of the two. It's been aged in oak for a year at least, though. And, huh?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I
That's
apologize.
okay. What were you gonna say?
You said 10 minutes away from your house, so is this your first time trying it?
This is, well, believe it or not, I've had this before in a tasting room situation because we've gone there before, but we've gone to their tasting rooms down in South Jersey, and we always have a little bit of the Pinot Noir. We never really walk away with it because there's other things too, like their Blanc Frankish I really love. But I went ahead with this here. And I said, let me try this out, you know. And this is actually the first time I'm having it. And I do enjoy it quite a bit. I mean, I'm going to give it a 3. I'm going to give it a 3, not because it stinks or whatnot. I'm not much of a Pinot Noir drinker, right? So for me, it's one of those things. I'm back and forth. So,
Is Pinot Noir just too light for you?
you know, I always used to drink, when I started drinking wine, I drank reds. I started with reds, and I'm not even talking about the stuff I grew up with. I'm talking about the stuff that I'm drinking as an adult. And Pinot Noirs were always a little too light for me, little bit. So it's just the way it is. I mean, I'm a big fan of Nebbiolo grape. Nebbiolo. I'm a big fan of Tempranillo, things like that. So, but and of course Cab Franc, as we talked about. But yeah. So you can see its color here. It's nice. Got a nice color. You see that? Pretty cool.
Here's
It's a, and I, it's a medium. I think it's a medium body. It's got a nice medium to high acidity. That's very good.
Then you need a stem.
Yes, you need a stem, Ben.
I keep this in my desk drawer. It's all good.
So anyway, those were our Pinot Noir picks, guys, for finish off this month. And now we're going to see how well everybody was paying attention. Because guess what, guys? It's time to play our drinking game with the Winelikes app master himself. Let's give it up for our friend, Joe.
For everyone playing at home, just find your Winelikes app, download it, and we have quizzes right there. So you go to the question mark, can't see it real much, and wine quizzes. So we have 3 Corky Dudes present Pinot Noir, and we did that last week, and you guys answered great. So I'm going to do like Steve did a curveball, or no, Ben did a curveball with 2 wines. I'm going to give you a different quiz called Pinot versus Pinot versus Pinot versus Pinot. So we're going to see how well
no.
and Pinot. Exactly. And by the way, we rate the quizzes easy or hard. This one's rated hard. So this is how we do it. You fill up your glass. You can do this at home with us. And the incorrect answer gets you 2 sips. A correct answer gets you 1 sip. And if anyone at home wants to play with us, we're going to invite you on the podcast eventually once we get everything settled. And you can play with us. Also, if you want to submit your own quizzes for us, let us know. You can go in the app and submit your own quiz. So it's pretty fun. So here we go. We didn't talk about this a little bit, but appearance. On the vine, which grape is darker in color? On the vine. So the grape. Pinot Noir or Pinot Meunier?
Say Pinot Noir.
I'm going to say Pinot Noir.
Ben, good thing Ben has 2 glasses. Drink from each glass. And congratulations, Steve. You get 1. By the way, Steve, I saw one of your reels, and your reels are great. If you're not following Steve, follow Steve. There was a bell. Did that come over to this? Yes, I heard a bell.
A bell? Oh, it's actually upstairs. Yes, that's a great idea. We should use the bell, right?
We'll get Ben a bell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready? Which flavor is known to be lighter and fruitier in flavor? Pinot Noir or Pinot Meunier?
Pinot Meunier.
Ben,
I'm going to say Pinot Noir.
Steve, take one drink. Ben, again, you're so Ben,
Tonight is not my day.
have to eat. By the way, and drink responsible. Oh, that's nice. All right. Ready? Both Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier are used in the production of champagne. True or false?
False.
Ben gets one drink and passed the other glass over to Steve.
He was a little too confident in that answer. I think he's studying the notes.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it's two for me.
The quiz already. All right. Ooh. Here, I'm going to throw you guys a real curveball, and I think we can finish it here. Ready? Remember, the quiz name is Pinot versus Pinot versus Pinot versus Pinot. Question. Pinot Grigio is primarily made in blank, whereas Pinot Gris is primarily made in blank. Ready? Do you want I have multiple choice, or do you think you know it?
I know this.
Oh, all right, Steve. So anxious. Let's go. Pinot Grigio.
Pinot,
Go.
Pinot Noir. Well, no, do the multiple.
Oh.
Say it again. Say it again.
Pinot Grigio is primarily made
Yes, got you.
Whereas Pinot Gris is primarily made in blank.
Got you. Italy and France. Pinot Gris is in France. Pinot Grigio is in Italy.
Ben?
I concur.
Correct.
Yes.
Nice. I said that was the last question, but since you did that so well, here we go. Which grape varietal produces medium-bodied white wines? Pinot Grigio or Pinot Blanc?
Grigio.
I'm going to agree.
I'm sorry, Pinot Blanc.
Oh, my God.
Grigio is heavier.
We just got spanked on that.
I know. That's
Spanked all day over here.
We should end it there.
Well, we can't end it yet, okay? Because we're going to try a good job, by the way, guys. You guys mastered Pinot Noir. But, our audience, don't forget you guys could play along next time on the Winelikes app. And then also you can add your own quiz and you can challenge us and we'll pick up that quiz and we'll try doing that too. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay. So really quick, we were talking about something new here and I'm looking at the script thing too, because I can't lie. I got to look at it a little bit. We're going to do a little thing called, are you ready for bottle pops? You guys ready for bottle pops? I am. All right. So I'll tell you what, this is a great idea. Jeff came up with it. Jeff, I'm going to throw you for a loop. Why don't you explain bottle pops? Because this is right out of your head. Well, I mean, if for those who have not heard our introduction podcast, which is the first podcast we ever posted, we've never met each other in person, guys. We've only met on Instagram through follows, and Ben was the glue that tied us together when he reached out for his own YouTube channel and interviewed both of us. And then he had a great idea and he said, I really like these two corkers. So why don't I start a podcast with them, which he did. So I think what we want to do is just shout out. We follow different people for different reasons and who's inspired us to maybe make some wine purchases or who has a great Instagram account. So you can follow them as well as follow us at 3 Corky Dudes. I like that idea. Yeah. It's nice. So you want to start with, do you want to start, Ben? Start? Who would you like to have a sip with?
Oh, have a sip with. That's a great question.
Besides,
I came very ill prepared, but I'm going to say Kent Folker. He's a vintner or winemaker at a local winery. He actually gave me never met him in person, talked to him on Instagram. He actually gave me the knowledge about the Marquette grape that I shared with you today. So I can't really take credit for any of my own actual knowledge. I just rip off what people tell me. So
right. Wow. Okay. That's cool. That's very cool though. Okay. How about you, Jeff? Yeah, we're going to go to Florida. There's this great woman called the Wannabe Sommelier.
And she is so into French champagne and Italian wines, a little too expensive for my taste, but I've taken some of her suggestions and they've been spot on, and she knows her stuff. So if you like that kind of higher end champagne and Italian wines, I keep kidding with her because she hardly does Californian wines. And she's like, yeah, I don't know much. So we kind of swap ideas of what to buy and all that. So that's who I follow and would love to sit down and pick her brain because I'm not really well versed in European wines.
Oh, pretty cool.
And
Pretty
you,
cool.
Steve, who are
I
you
got
sitting with?
Well, mine is probably not going to be any surprise. I
Oh,
mean, it's not one person. It's going to be three guys. It's going to be the guys that stop wasting your wine.
nice.
Okay. I love those guys. I love their podcast. I think they're great. They're inspirational, actually. And it would go out to, I'd love to sit down with them. I'd like to sit down with Aaron and Joel and Colin and pick their brains as well. And maybe we can have them on the show. At one time, we could do like a thing. But you know what? They're people, I think, a podcast that we should aspire to be like. They're very good. And those are the guys I'd like to sip with.
Yeah, and they're on the Winelikes app, and they just posted 2 days ago, and I invited them. I said, hey, guys, once we get our feet wet and get the podcast going, we should do a battle together.
Yeah.
And introduce each other and just battle it out on the quizzes and have some fun with it.
Just super nice guys.
Yeah.
Super nice guys.
Very good.
Yeah.
Instagram and follows. Steve, where can people find you?
People can find me at my website, njstompsthegrape.com, where I have a blog about New Jersey grapes. Or, of course, Instagram is my main place at njstompsthegrape, or TikTok at njstompsthegrape, and my YouTube channel at njstompsthegrape. And how about you, Ben?
Yeah, you can find me at all the aforementioned social media outlets at Wine Mile, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. There it be.
Nice. Of course, you can find me on my app. Just download wherever you get your apps at the Winelikes app. And on Instagram, it's the Winelikes app. But besides following each of us individually, please check us out at Three Corky Dudes. And it's a really fun Instagram page because you guys see the nice, clean version of the podcast. We post bloopers there, so it's really fun. Like Ben, by the way, please don't edit Ben spilling his glass or on.
No, that was fantastic. We got to keep that.
Great.
We got to keep that one. So yeah, definitely follow us. Subscribe to our podcast. Please, please, please share our podcast and share our Instagram account at 3THREE Corky Dudes. Check us out YouTube at 3 Corky Dudes and TikTok at 3. Spotify. Oh, that's right. We're on Spotify now. We're on YouTube
and we're on Amazon
and Apple. Come on. There's 4 different ways to listen to us. YouTube, you can watch us and see our ugly mugs. It's great, on which one?
Spotify, you can watch us as well.
Oh man, that's
yeah,
cool.
It's really cool.
All right, guys. Well, that was great. Thank you for sipping with us. Thank you for socializing and opening your wine with us. We had a really good time. We hope you enjoyed the show. And until next time, please rate us as one of your favorite podcasts. And we will talk to you soon. Sip, socialize, and share.
Cheers.
Salud. Cheers.